Yet another IRS scandal may have had a direct impact on a very popular Senate election. Former Delaware Senate candidate, Republican Christine O'Donnell, says she was targeted. She says a Delaware government official illegally accessed her private tax records, and then false information about a tax lien on her home was circulated. Christine O'Donnell joins us now live from Philadelphia. Good afternoon to you. It's been a couple years since a lot of folks have seen you on the front pages, but you're back there because of what we're learning. Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican, has gotten very involved in this as well, and he says what he was told by Delaware state officials is that permission was given by someone to access your records, but now the records about the accessing are no longer. Your reaction?
Right. Right. Well, every explanation that the IRS or the Delaware officials who illegally accessed my records, all their explanations simply raise more questions because, you know, what I was told is that they accessed my records on March 9th, which was the day that I announced my U.S. Senate campaign, March 9th, 2010. It was also the same day that an erroneous tax lien was filed on my records. So there's a lot of coincidences there. And then the Delaware officials say, no, it was March 20th. Oh, but we can't prove that because they were destroyed. All the records were destroyed. Now, here's the thing. Whether it was March 9th or March 20th, there's a lot of fishy circumstances. And let me put in context what a breach of privacy it is to access someone's tax records. The FBI, with all of their access to everybody's privacy, the FBI can't even legally look into your tax records. Yet some random Delaware employee can, and on a Saturday afternoon, no less. So again, there are way too many questionable circumstances. The IRS has said that that tax lien was a so-called computer error. And then you've got my former Democratic opponent, who this erroneous tax lien was filed with Newcastle County while he was running the county. And yet recently he just told the Washington Times that he sees no reason to continue this investigation. Well, at the very least, he can question his former staff to find out where the error was made. This was, if it really was a so-called error that they filed this lien with Newcastle County, it was done by his staff. So let's get some answers. All right.
Initially, the Department of Justice, I understand, declined to pursue an investigation into this matter. We now know the Treasury Department's IG in overseeing tax administration has now opened an investigation. So maybe there are more answers coming. But in the meantime, it sounds like you're saying that a lot of this appears to be potentially the use of the IRS as a political tool in the midst of a political campaign.
Absolutely, because there are too many random coincidences. Either these departments are completely inept or it's coordinated chaos. And I think by people like Senator Coons, my former opponent, demanding transparency and questioning his staff will help it. With the Inspector General continuing this investigation, and then if the Delaware Department of Revenue would turn over their records and show what they have, will help to answer some of these questions. And keep in mind, this isn't just me. We also found out from the Treasury's Inspector General's office that there have been at least 8 other incidences where candidates or political donors have had their tax records inappropriately accessed around that same time. This is very alarming. And the reason it should alarm anybody, regardless of your political beliefs, is because in order to get our country back on track, we need everyday Americans stepping up and running for office. And when people think that the IRS could be used as a political weapon against them, it's very intimidating. And so this whole investigation is about restoring fairness to the political process. And I'm grateful that Senator Grassley sees that and is not letting these questionable circumstances go without a decent explanation.
All right, we have to go, but I have to ask you, any plans to run again, and for what?
Well, at this point, this investigation is consuming a lot of my time, and I think I can do as much, if not more good, by committing myself to seeing this through to the end.
All right, and we will follow it as well. Christine O'Donnell, thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Shannon.